My name is David Whittier. I live in Trinidad and Tobago, which is the southernmost island of the Caribbean chains. I went to school back home in Trinidad. What was good about it too is that the program that I did was accredited out of Canada. So all I did my first degree in petroleum engineering technology in Trinidad. It was issued out of Canada. I got double benefits, studied locally and acquired an internationally recognized qualification. From a very young age, in terms of looking and deciding as to what I wanted to do, it was just innate within me that my passion was for the oil field. I didn't want to do shirt and tie and all of that uniform deal, Monday to Friday in the office and stuff. I ideally wanted to be in my simple wear, but functional, in my steel toes, my coverall, my hard hat, outside doing stuff. That was the passion that I became aware of it. So I've always wanted to do it. It took me a couple of years into my adult life until I was actually able to break in to the oil field. But after a while, I realized that I wasn't living my passion. So went back to school, got that first degree as a mature student, and chucked in the chips on that prior career and decided to follow my passion. Because with me working in the oil field, it doesn't feel like work. Although there are stressful times, what gets me through is that I'm doing what I love to do, so it helps me deal with the stressful and challenging times, So on the good days, it doesn't feel like work because I'm doing what I was born to do, for me. That's how I look at it. The first opportunity that I got, I didn't have all the relevant experience. But when they assessed what I had, they saw I had enough in my toolkit that, okay, he can acquire the rest. And recently, and at the conference here, I was sharing that some of the younger graduates who are looking at what's the next step, who are still in engineering programs and looking at the oil field, I'm advising them based on my experiences that the technical things can be taught. The company would teach you the required techniques that you need because all oil field companies do their specific training based on their needs. I say, look, work on developing your soft skills. It has allowed me to work through processes within myself, change me, develop me as a person, and it's always challenging me. There's always something new to learn. I didn't come in the industry knowing what I know now, but I've always been open and receptive to the new challenges. I mightn't have seen it coming, I might not have asked for it. So it's a need within the company that needs to be taken care of. Somebody needs to do it. And at the end of it, I'm better for it because I've been brought forward. Constantly challenge and constantly grow, and also see the world at the same time while you're working, not on your expense. Stay doing engineering and definitely join the oil field. Because the oil field isn't going anywhere. It's going to be there, in my opinion, continuing to enable all the other new technologies that are being developed. So it's still key and integral to our everyday lives. Beside the technicalities and the challenging and all of that, the part that I really enjoy, it's the new experiences, meeting new people, visiting new locations, the interactions, the networking. Some of the most rewarding experiences I've had outside of my personal life is through the different persons that I've met. Right now, I'm very involved with SPE, which is the Society of Petroleum Engineers, which is a global organization for persons in the oil and gas industry, not only petroleum engineers. And through that too, that's another platform to develop, to meet new people, make new linkages, and develop those relationships that will take you through your career. Because one of the pieces of counsel we got during that engineering training period was that they said, look around at the people around you, make connections with them because you all are the future managers of the organization. And I'm living right now, 10 years later, to see that starting to manifest, right? Because my colleagues are being promoted and moving up into managerial positions. So there's a lot of opportunity, and as long as you fully engage with all the facets of it, it's going to be really rewarding and tremendous. You're going to grow personally, professionally, and it's just going to be a wonderful life experience.